On episode 261 of He Said, She Said Movie Reviews, we take a look at the Apple series Hijack. Welcome to He Said, She Said Movie Reviews. This is the podcast where a happily married couple with similar but different movie tastes take a quick, spoiler-free look at the movies, helping you make the right decision before your next movie. I'm your host, Tim.
And I'm April.
So, April, since this is a series and on TV, there's no trailers, so what are you going to give Hijack?
I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. I thought it was great.
Yeah, for me too. It's a solid 4 out of 5.
I mean, it's 7 episodes, 1 hour long on Apple TV. It is with
Idris Elba.
Yeah, and a wonderful cast. It's well acted. It's about a 7-hour journey from Dubai to London. The plane is hijacked. And it's all about twists and people and what they're capable of when pushed to the brink. It's also about never giving up. I mean, we enjoyed it. We had to binge watch it because so many people called us and said, you got to see it. And we did, and we really enjoyed it. The acting was phenomenal. Just, I don't know. I mean, it was just the ending, The last episode I wasn't, but I really loved the rest of it.
Okay, so the series was created by Jim Field Smith and George Kay. Those were the creators. The 7 episodes, 5 of those episodes were directed by Jim Field Smith, and the other 2 episodes were directed by Mo Ali. Okay. The cast included Idris Elba, Neil Maskell, Max Beesley, Ben Miles, Kaisa Hammarlund, Zora Bishop, Jeremy Ang Jones, Kate Phillips, Jasper Britton, and a whole bunch of people playing passengers.
Okay, I first of all see everything that our main character is in, okay?
Yeah, Idris.
He's the best, but I need to tell you that I really didn't like the pilot in this. And someone wrote this really well because I couldn't stand him. But I loved the co-pilot, Kaisa Hammarlund. She's a phenomenal actress. I enjoyed watching her, but also just I loved who she was. So that was good.
Well, the pilot was interesting because he did, once again, we don't do spoilers on this, but,
right.
He was just stupid.
Right.
And he did a good job of being stupid, right?
Right. The one thing in watching this whole series is it, and I always, because you know how much we fly. We're pretty good travelers, but I'm always amazed at flight attendants, at how much service they give, what they have to do, what they have to put up with, but how much they care. And watching the series, it was like, wow, a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, well, they have to care even more when they are hijacked, right?
Absolutely.
So what do you think of the theme of this? To me, I think the theme was kind of more along the lines of how people can be pushed and manipulated.
Yeah.
Right?
I like to believe part of this was never giving up. The main character, as a negotiator in his 9-to-5 job, he gets on a plane and he ends up being the one that makes all the difference in the world. I mean, he never gave up every turn.
Right.
Now, I don't want to give any spoilers, but I really loved it. And it was about relationships too. I mean, to watch what people do in stressful situations, to me, I enjoyed the psychology behind this.
One thing I'll tell you that I really enjoyed about this series, you think about, 7 hours. Well, that's how long the flight from Dubai is to London is a 7-hour flight, and they did it in 7 hours. I never thought of that until I just said it, right? 7 hours of episodes, right? But the series wasn't just about the people on the plane. I think they did a really good job involving people on the ground, like the air traffic controller in Dubai.
Oh yeah,
and the air traffic
was amazing.
Well, the guy in Dubai, then the air traffic controller in London, who was awesome.
Yeah. Absolutely.
dealing with this
And
stuff.
that's a really good point. I enjoyed, maybe that's why I love the series so much, because so many different groups were involved with this.
Right.
And we got to see how they act together, how they communicate, the politics involved. And it's just really interesting.
Uh-huh.
And well acted.
Very well acted. I thought it was very well directed.
Yeah.
The score, I don't remember the score, but I remember there being a lot of tense scenes in the movie. So I'm sure the score added to it.
Oh, definitely.
I feel bad that a lot of times I don't, pay attention to the score, but I think that's what the score should be. It shouldn't be something that stands out to you. But there have been a few movies we've seen where the score is like the 13th actor, involved and really plays a part in the movie. But I don't remember it in this at all. What did you think about the action or the special effects? I mean, the violence and everything, it was fairly
Listen to me. I thought everything was done well. I thought, you're going to film something that long in one place? I mean, on a plane?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Uh-huh. Production value, it was really good. You felt like you were on a plane and everything. So,
even the hijackers were all different and just.
Yeah, and I thought the dialogue in this was phenomenal too. There was a lot of really good, subtle things being said and done in it, and I thought they really covered it all.
Definitely.
And finally, we're talking about story arc. What do you think? Were you satisfied at the end?
Extremely. I just, I don't want to give a spoiler, but the last. I think it was over before a new round at the very, very end.
So you think there was kind of a Hollywood ending to it?
Yes. I think they could have skipped that.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with you. Do you think there'll be a Hijack series season 2?
I do. They said they call it season 1, and I'd be curious to watch it.
What could they do with it?
I don't know, but I want to see what happens to him and his family.
But the interesting thing, I don't know if I said this at the start. This is an Apple show, and if you've listened to us for any length of time, whenever we do review something about Apple, it's always phenomenal. I
love Apple TV.
Apple TV just doesn't really put out junk.
Yeah, they are phenomenal.
All right, so that was Hijack on Apple TV. Both April and I give that 4 stars.
Absolutely, and a shout out to our daughter who pushed us to see it. Thank you for everything, and y'all enjoy your summer.
We'll see you at the movies.